Thank you, Brian. So why can't you just ask ChatGPT to make you wealthy? Well, the simple answer is it wasn't built to do that. In fact, its very design makes it unsuitable for the task. What it was designed to do is to answer your question with any means possible and leave you as pleased as possible. I like to compare this behavior to the know-it-all in your local pub. You all know them. They're really good with words, they can smooth talk you, they can talk on seemingly any topic on the planet. But would you trust them equally on all of those topics? And crucially, would you trust them to give you advice on your life savings? I don't think so. Now, these tools are powerful. You can do a lot with them. Brian isn't crazy when he uses it to optimize his pension contributions. But Brian knows what are the right questions to ask. Where the know-it-all in the pub would get a bit caught out, AI won't. AI will always attempt to answer the question, no matter how gnarly or specialized it is. But will it give you the right answer? Took Brian, 10 back and forths with ChatGPT to get to the right thing for his pension contributions. Now, would everybody know to challenge AI 10 times, to know when the answer doesn't look right? You guys in this tent might, but I'm not sure whether your friends, family, whether everybody could. This is what Cassie Kozyrkov, ex-chief decision scientist at Google, calls asking the genie. And the thing about genies, as you'll know from fables, isn't whether they can satisfy your wish. It's that the wisher often wasn't careful what they wished for. And so it's this core design choice to give technically satisfying answers, but not necessarily the most suitable ones or the correct ones, that makes these systems impossible to trust for advice. Advice, and especially investments and savings advice, is all about challenging your assumptions and giving you the most suitable answer, even if it's not the one you were hoping for. In fact, this is what the financial regulator is trying to solve for as well. UK's regulator guidelines have been very clear. Firms need to deliver good outcomes, not only more products. Now, I've been building AI systems for a decade, and a good part of that in what you would consider Silicon Valley. And when I was in Facebook or Meta, I was surrounded by a whole breadth of brilliant engineers, really brilliant people who can solve the gnarliest problems you can imagine. But the choice of those problems matters. And what Silicon Valley is choosing to solve right now is a system that will give you an answer, a perfectly plausible answer, and leave you happy. That's not the same as a system you can trust will grow your wealth over a long period. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't want to wait 10 years to know whether the advice I've acted upon was given to me by an advisor or by someone from my local pub, or indeed from a mischievous genie. So I've been partnering with Brian for the past 2 years to try to figure out whether a system could be built that you could trust would grow your wealth. And more often than not, what I found is the thing about advice, good advice, isn't so much to choose the right product. It's to remove the ambiguity, to clarify what you're trying to achieve, and to be really clear about what your red lines are. And only at that point, using tried and tested methods, not something thought of on the fly, optimize your portfolio. It's about knowing what to ask, when to stop asking, and what to use afterwards. And this is where I think your choice of AI partner matters if you want to do optimization of your financial decisions. I wouldn't ask a Silicon Valley engineer, even though they were all 10 times more brilliant than Brian. Sorry, Brian. I would ask Brian for financial advice, even if he has to ask ChatGPT to help him with pensions now and again. The right AI system will specialize in making the right decisions for you, and it will give you confidence and peace of mind that the choices you're making give you the best chance to deliver the outcome that you desire. And I think these systems have to be built with experts who understand this area deeply. Fortunately, I've got one just here.